Hi guys, hello everyone. Today I thought we could do another palette bingo, and I decided to pull all my Project Pen palettes except the Natasha Denona mini nude palette because that one is already finished. I have it in my declutter pile. It is again 6 palettes, so you can see there are 4 palettes from Oden's Eye, which are these. So the 2 Christmas palettes. I've already hit pan on this one in the shade Elf Wish, but I still love these and I want to use them, and I don't want to use them up this year, but I definitely want to use them a lot because I think they're great quality and I want to see what looks I can create with these. So it will be those 2. Then it's the Hummingbird palette. This one is pretty old in my collection. This year I've been able to get the Giant Wolves palette as well from a friend. This one, it's not very used because this is probably the most complicated color story to work with. This is more of a companion palette and I always forget to use it. But I love the blues and purples for winter months. So we will try to pull some shades from this one. In the last palette bingo I did draw this shade, so I hope today we're gonna have better luck. And then it's this Alva 2 mini forest palette, which I hope I will get some shades from this as well. Then I have one from Colourpop. It's the Sweet as Can Be. I love this palette. I will keep it forever, but I only use it more, so I'm very happy we will get to play with this one. And then a palette that I hopefully will be able to genuinely just use up and be done with it this year is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. As you can see, I've already finished 3 shades. These 2 I absolutely hate, and these I just pretended aren't in the palette. So I will only be drawing. So this palette technically will only have 7 shades. These 2, this one, and these 2 shades. So these are all that we're working with, and I will set up the random number generator. So first we're gonna be drawing from this palette. This is the Merry Christmas palette. This one has 16 pans, so so the maximum number will be 16. And we've got number 6, which is 4, 5, 6. This is my favorite, one of the favorite shades of this palette. So it's the shade Best Wish. This one is stunning, by the way. It's such a nice color. So this is the shade Best Wish. I absolutely love this shade. Then from the Christmas Eve palette, this one also has 16 shades, so we don't have to change anything. And this is number 1, which is this Snowflake. It's a very silvery white shade. So it's gonna be very interesting. I hope we're gonna get a little bit more crazier color story than we did last time. So these 2 are really cute together. Then we're gonna go to the Sweet as Can Be palette. This one has 10 shades, as you can see. And let's see, number 9. So it's the second to last. So it's this one. This is called Rumbly. This one is a little bit more harder pressed, and it's also not very pigmented, so I don't know what we're gonna get. As you can see, this one doesn't really show up a lot, but it's slightly lavender-ish color. Then we're gonna take this Hummingbird palette. This one has 12 shades, as you can see, so we'll change it to 12. And let's see, So it's number 12, which is this baby blue shade called Clear Blue. It's a very nice blue shade. So this is very pastely color story right now, which is kind of fun because I'm filming this on around Easter, and I hope this video will come out around Easter, so I think pastel colors are kind of Easter, right? Then we're gonna take this Naked Cherry palette. This one, as I said, will only we are only gonna include 7 shades, so we're gonna change the number to 7, and we'll see. And it's number 4, which is this color, or this shade called Juicy. It's a very nice, like, peachy pink shade, which I think will be very similar to the one from the Winnie the Pooh palette. As you can see, they're kind of very similar. The Urban Decay one is a little bit more pigmented, but yeah, it's still kind of pastel color story. And then the last palette that we have here is this Alva 2 Mini Forest palette. This one has 6 shades, so we're only gonna go 1 number down, and we'll see. So it's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's this like, it's kind of goldy pink with a little bit of like peach in it. It's a very warm color, I would say. We might even use, maybe I will also use the green one next to it to create the look, because I think that could be very fun and interesting, at least in my opinion. So this is kind of where we are. So this is the palette that we're gonna be working with. As you can see, there's like pinks and peaches with blue and green, and then we have 2 shimmers. So we have one for the lid and one for the inner corner. It's definitely really interesting color story. It's very soft, and I think I'm gonna keep it actually like this. I don't think I'm gonna add anything to it. So here are all the palettes. First, I took my BeautyBay eyeshadow primer, and then I started with the icy blue shade from the Hummingbird palette. I put that in the inner third of my lid. Then I took the shade Juicy from the Naked Cherry palette, and I put that kind of in the middle of the crease. I decided to go for this pastel-y look. And I kind of blended it next to it, but I didn't really blend it together. And then on the outer edge of my eye, I used the shade Best Wishes from the Merry Christmas palette. That's the pastel-y green. I decided to have the whole crease kind of in these pastel-y colors. And then I also put the green on my lower lash line, in the outer half of my lower lash line. And then next to it, I used the shade Rumbly from the Sweet as Can Be palette, and I put that in the first half of my lower lash line to kind of bring in the pink back. Then I used my NYX Glitter primer on my eyelids, and firstly I started with the silvery shade from the Christmas Eve palette, and I used that all over my lid and also in my inner corner. And then I topped it off with the pink shimmer from the Alva 2 Forest palette called Breeze, and I put that over the shimmery silver shade on my eyelid to kind of make it a little bit more pink and a little bit more warmer. And I also used that shade on the first third of my lower lash line. Then I added some mascara, some gel liner. This one is from L'Oreal. And then I decided that I used my L'Oreal Pro XXL Extensions mascara, and I also used white eyeliner from Oden's Eye from the Solmona collection. And then I decided to use the shade Juicy on my cheeks as well as blush, which was kind of hard to do because the Urban Decay's eyeshadow palettes have really skinny bands, so it was pretty hard to get in there, but I wanted to try it because it's such a nice blush shade, and I thought it would really bring this look together. So I used this as my blush, and then I also remembered that I have a highlighter from NYX from their Fade collection, and it was kind of this like greeny highlighter, so I topped it off. I topped this whole thing with the green side of the highlighter. I think the shade is called Teal or something, but they only have this highlighter, so I think it's pretty obvious. And I also used a lip gloss from that collection, which is in the shade Terra, which also has this green icy undertone, and I thought that would really go well with the eyes and this overall look, which is kind of very sparkly, very light, a little bit more cool toned. It's definitely not a look that I would normally do, but I think it turned out pretty fun, and I think for the spring and especially for Easter, this is a really wonderful look. And overall, I think this look turned out really cute, and I definitely want to wear it more throughout spring. I think it's very spring appropriate, and it looks very fresh. Anyways, let me know if you like this look and if you like this style of video. I definitely love this palette bingo, so I will keep posting them. And I hope you have a great day. Happy Easter if you celebrate Easter, and hope to see you soon. Bye.